So hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, my name is Rage, and that's not because I have any anger issues. It's actually far from it, but I've been playing The Last of Us multiplayer for the past few years, and I've actually been able to build a whole channel through regularly uploading videos and streaming. And I'm very much excited for the upcoming Last of Us 2 multiplayer. Now, I've already made a video covering what we're going to see. In this video, I'm actually going to talk about how everything's going to work. So that's the open world, weather systems, survival elements, story-driven events, customization, and base building. How long it's going to be supported, because we all know that the first game is just plagued with glitches that people take advantage of, and why we should expect something official from Naughty Dog on Outbreak Day, which is a few days away, depending on how patient you are. But yeah, that being said, guys, let's get into this video. Now, I imagine we've all played open world games, or at least you've seen footage of an open world game on YouTube, and they all look and play differently. But what would a Naughty Dog open world look like? And the answer just might be right under our noses. That's because we've actually seen something very similar. And so yes, we have seen something very similar in both the Uncharted 4 DLC, The Lost Treasure, and The Last of Us Part 2. We saw large semi-open worlds, and I think as such we can expect the same graphical quality and environmental detail with the same level of care and attention we saw Naughty Dog put into these single-player titles. Okay, so in the single player we also saw how exploration and the gameplay loop functioned in these open worlds. In these highly detailed levels, we came across clues or information which prompted Ellie to mark a location on the map, which we also saw something similar in Uncharted 4, The Lost Treasure DLC. Rather than waypoints or any form of on-screen instruction, we had to use a map in combination with the incredibly detailed environment to figure out how to get to the location. So I think we can expect something similar, or we can expect this mechanic being used again by Naughty Dog, which will want us to explore the world instead of being told where to go in the multiplayer.
Why would they do that? Sometimes destroy parts of the city. Lost to the
So I imagine Naughty Dog will want this world to feel alive, and one way they can do this is by implementing dynamic weather and seasons. As you saw with the leaks, they said that they would take the approach Forza Horizon took. And so here we can expect to see thunderstorms, snow, fog, etc. We can also expect to see differences in the environmental details, such as plants and trees during winter and summer. This will not only make the world feel alive, but will also affect gameplay. For example, resources might be harder to come by in the winter as opposed to the summer. Alright, so this overall weather dynamic will also, I think, play a key role in one of the main gameplay loops from The Last of Us Part 2 multiplayer. This will be the survival elements hinted in the leaks, right? So, by basing the open world, as they said in the leaks, on DayZ, we can expect to see mechanics such as thirst, hunger, cold being used alongside more familiar health bars, like stamina and your overall health. These will have to be managed by seeking shelter and stocking up on lootable resources, found either from exploration or fighting and looting in PvE and PvP encounters. So obviously, as these seasons change, so will the clothes needed to mitigate the heat and cold, and the resources needed to survive and endure in this open world. The player will also be expected to gather resources, such as medicine and material, to combat these environmental hazards by venturing into different areas of the map, which will contain their own challenges. Alright, so an example of this can be seen in the story chapters of Part 2. where Abby must venture into a hospital to secure key medical supplies, which also happens to be one of the most dangerous levels in the game.
Holy Jesus! What is that? What the fuck is that?
So I think at this point we can expect Naughty Dog to craft both a dynamic and fluid world for us to explore, and to add mechanics that means resource gathering is key to survive in it. Whilst I expect this to be really immersive and exciting for players to enjoy, we also have to consider what else Naughty Dog will bring to this world. And from judging by the leaks, and from previous interviews Naughty Dog have given on their ambitions from The Last of Us Part 1's multiplayer, we can expect a narrative-driven co-op mode. This is likely to be a long-form expedition mode where players are given a task and sent into a long story-driven mission on the same lines as the single-player game. As it's 2v2, it's also likely this can be completed with an AI companion, but will be designed to be played by 2 people. These expeditions will be played across several in-game days, and we've already seen a teaser of this from Vinit Agarwal, a lead programmer's Twitter, when discussing a similar day and night mechanic from Stardew Valley. Shout out to my superior. We've also seen that Naughty Dog was able to create a full 10-hour game in under a year with the Last Legacy DLC from Uncharted 4. We can also see from this tweet that Naughty Dog's attention is turning from creating cinematic games to a more binge TV series approach. What does this mean? Well, we can expect Naughty Dog to release story-driven co-op expeditions as self-contained stories that will lead to large-scale events that we've seen in games such as Fortnite. Furthermore, an interview with Sean Layden, the head chairperson at Sony, revealed how Naughty Dog expect to continue to release smaller form content and financially support the game for years to come. Here we can see him refer to first-party studios, of which Naughty Dog is a first-party studio, to use games as a service alongside narrative single players. Games as a service typically means a free-to-play game supported by season passes or cosmetic DLCs. From the Uncharted 4 multiplayer, we can see that Naughty Dog moved away from hiding weapons and perks behind a paywall, but made them more accessible to everyone by grinding challenges and incentives. A battle pass will work in a similar way to this and be structured similarly to Fortnite. It will not change how the game is played, but will add challenges similar in principle to challenges and factions, but greatly expanded in scope and reward. And will also provide finances needed for Naughty Dog to continue to create stories and narratives in the world. Okay, so battle passes. Well, with these battle passes, I think they will offer the ability to further customize your character, and we can expect a robust customization mechanic for the open world. Not only will your character be highly customizable, and also home bases and camps. If we think of games like Red Dead Redemption 2, we had base camps which we were able to upgrade and subsequently receive player buffs. From the leaks, we've also seen that Naughty Dog are planning to add domesticated clickers and runners to the camps, which heavily implies that not only will the camps be used as a form of defense, but that your home camp will be open to attack from both AI and actual players. This will bring camping to a whole new level. What this will also bring to a whole new level is role-playing and immersive storytelling. We know Naughty Dog will be placing a larger emphasis on role-playing, and if someone invades your camp or takes your supplies, mechanics such as bounties and mercenaries will come into play. Players will be encouraged to take on roles in this open world, such as a medic helping an injured player, hunters securing game and resources to sell to traders in areas resembling the Boston Quarantine Zone, and mercenaries hunting down players that steal and kill, which really excites me, by the way. These mechanics will not just be limited to players, but will also be offered to the various AI factions we can find scattered across this dynamic open world. So I know last Outbreak Day, which is the 26th of September 2019, wasn't the best day for Factions fans, but this year looks a little promising. I know that we're gonna get at least a trailer for the multiplayer. If not a trailer, we're probably gonna get some type of information dump, and not just like incy bincy pieces of information, like a huge information dump. So I'll be fishing for that information, and if you guys just want to be, kept in the loop, consider subscribing. I mean, if you enjoyed watching the video, consider leaving a like, if not a dislike. But all is good, and yeah guys, I'll catch you guys in the next video, and yeah, take it easy and peace.